Good afternoon guys and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to some MID handicap on course testing, really what we're doing now. It is still freezing, as you can see by me and Dave, who are extremely cold and layered up. But we're out here today, we're going to do 9 holes with Dave at Waterfront. This is your warm up to the season, really.
Yeah. I haven't really played much off grass all season, so it's an opportunity to sort of interact with a bit of turf.
Exactly. Dave's been playing off mats at Golfer and they're still in play at the moment. Here at Waterfront, we're not using mats, so we're going to get Dave out on the golf course. Again, start to get shot, ready for the season. He's got his iron covers on, his new irons, which I will show you shortly. And we're also going to be hitting 2 different drivers out here today. We're going to be probably using driver on 8 of the 9 holes, because one of the par 3s, unfortunately, is about 240 yards. So Dave's got the Paradigm set up. We have also got the Titleist TSR1 in the bag. Both with 40 gram shafts, both what we've tested previously, but we're going to be out here on the course using them on the 9 holes, and then we're also going to be doing a video on them in the studio. So we're going to get straight into it here. Dave's played here before, he's got driver, he's going to aim. Where are you going to aim actually, Dave? We're going to put this to the test.
I was kind of going to aim straight up that middle stripe that they've mowed.
Well, yes, it is freshly mown out here, and Dave has been hitting it pretty straight with this, so he's going to aim straight up the middle, normal routine, and let's see what we can do. And that's up that middle stripe, Dave. Not in the best of balance, but I think we're pretty much bang on it.
It wasn't the best of strikes, Chris, but as usual with the Paradigm, I've got away with it.
Correct. So Dave's just saying one of the best drives he's done because it's actually up the middle. So again, with the Paradigm, we've got it set. There's a lot of drivers in there actually, Dave. More to test. We don't need to see the leads cover. 12 degrees fade bias, and we'll show you that in a second, but straight up the middle and not with a great hit. It'll be very interesting to see with a miss hit, not running very far on these freshly mown wet fairways. But I don't think he's got the longest shot in here. There they are, the elusive iron head covers on his new Como irons. If you haven't watched the video, that was on last week. But we've got an array of drivers here to test out here today. So under the Maverick one is actually the Paradigm. We've got the TSR1, we have got the PXG, and we've also got a Tour Edge. And Dave's vintage M1 is under that lead head cover. I don't think we'll see that today. So Dave, how far have we got?
I don't know yet, mate.
Well, we don't know yet, so we'll come back to that. So Dave's got 143, wind behind us, as just said. Obviously we've done Dave's yardages with these irons, which will be on this week. So we're going to show you the difference, obviously, between these Tacoma 101Ts and Dave's previous irons. You'll be surprised, won't they, Dave?
Yes, they will.
Because you were certainly surprised.
Oh, what?
So 143 yards, Dave. What club would that be with these new irons?
7-9.
7-iron, perfect. And looking at the hole here, guys, when you are playing this kind of shot, you can see the pin is on the left, it is at the back of the green, and the big trouble is, if I could get the camera a bit higher, is that bunker there on the left hand side. So for Dave here, we want to be aiming middle of the green. If he does lose it a little bit to the right, we're on that seagull, which is going to be a good place to be to then leave us a nice straight putt. So Dave, show us the magic. That's a nice high launching shot, just fading back a little bit, and that is pin high just to the left of the flag. So he flirted with the bunker. Dave's
never anywhere near it, Chris.
do that, but
not with these.
Great carry with that there, yeah, straight back into the iron head cover there for safety. No messing about.
Don't want to scratch him, Chris.
Certainly don't. Like we mentioned, this was the trouble. Somebody hasn't raked the bunker there. Mr. Jones won't be happy, but this was the trouble, and Dave has flirted with that, but just past pin high. And if we talk about tour average, that is well inside tour average from this distance, so Dave will be happy with that. But launched nice and well with these irons, and this is the thing we've changed with Dave's irons, is we've tried to get something with a little bit higher launch even, that stops a little bit quicker. So that pitched just onto the fringe just here, and it stopped pretty quick. So now we've got a good chance at a birdie, so a good drive, a good chance at a birdie. And on the next, guys, we're going to get some numbers. I have got the GC quad, so we are going to test some numbers out on the golf course. So not just hitting the shots and seeing where they go, but also seeing the distance. Does it compare to when Dave was hitting this driver inside? So where have you got this, Dave? A little bit left to right?
That's correct, yes. About probably a cup outside left.
A cup outside the left, perfect. Freshly mown and rolled greens. It's that time of the season, it's getting closer and closer. But this weather makes it feel like it's still winter. So they're a little bit slow.
Yeah,
probably slower than Garforth at the moment.
I was expecting it being a bit faster as it's slightly downhill, Chris.
But a nice and easy par. So guys, it's a very easy played hole for Dave there. That's what we like to see on
As I've ever played it, Chris, in
probably the
fairness.
best you've ever played it, yeah. So nice and easy, a great drive straight up the middle stripe, not the best of hit, but up the middle, and only left 143 in. A nice 7-iron and 2 putts, and that's what we call the search for scratch, not scratch Dave, don't get giddy. The search for single figures could be on this season. New clubs, we're still to choose a driver. So let's move on to the second, guys. We're going to have 2 holes on per week for the next 4 weeks, and then the final hole in 5 weeks' time. And we're going to start to see what Dave can shoot around here at Waterfront. A lot of people often struggle around this golf course, as it's not the easiest of courses. Okay, so GC quad set up here for us. So we're going to get some numbers straight away on this shot. A long par 4 from here, so it's going to be interesting to see if we get into those longer irons of Dave's Tacomos. But again, Dave, up the middle?
Hopefully.
Well, fingers crossed. Straight through those black-headed gulls, because there's no such thing as a gull, as Dave
Seagull. There's no such thing as a seagull.
There's a seagull, Dave has just informed me. He's hitting me with the facts early on this fine Tuesday morning in March. So a little bit of a draw there. Let's see. So again, lost your balance a little bit there, Dave.
Yeah, and a little bit toey.
Let's have a look at numbers. So carry there, only 161. So that's one of Dave's worst drives with this. Good spin numbers, but not obviously the distance we want to carry.
No.
We saw last week with the TSR1 right over there, we was getting around about 216. But we're going to get 2 or 3 different numbers off tee boxes to see if Dave can pull his socks up with a paradigm. So it is a great time of the year for you to be thinking about coming out here onto the golf course and getting a playing lesson, seeing where you are at, especially hitting off mats all winter potentially, coming out hitting back off grass, starting to get that feel. And if you get out here with a pro, you might get some course management tips, just like we do here with Dave. Try and get him setting up on the right side of the tee box, picking the right shot, playing the shot that he's been using or he's been seeing all day. And that's going to help you when the season starts to be able to get out there, know what clubs you're hitting, and be a lot more positive when you're starting your rounds. So we can see that Dave's managed to find a random strip of grass. It looks like the superintendent, Richard Jones, has cut. Must have missed forgot to do the rest of it, which is common from Richard. So Dave's now, this is a long par 4 off the yellow tee, so off the white tees back there it is classed as a par 5, but here at par 4 we can't reach from here, Dave, so no. You've chosen what club?
8-iron.
8-iron, so that's going to get Dave short of the bunkers here on the right hand side. So this is where you got to think at your golf course. If you've got a long par 4, Dave could easily hit his 4-iron here, but if he hits it well and pushes it, he's in trouble. This would leave Dave around about a pitching wedge, and if we can get on the green in 3, we're still going to be playing towards Dave's handicap. That's what we want to do. We don't want to get giddy. It's not the best drive. If he'd got a better drive away from here, we might have been able to just reach, but not after that drive he just hit. Not the best strike there.
No.
That's a prime example of a missed strike. He's still gone down there, but it's short of the trouble. He did try and hit it into that bunker, as you can see, but we've still got a shot into the green, Dave, so let's get down there. So Dave, what are we talking? So a miss hit, what's it left?
127, 128, Chris.
127 to the flag, so it looks like it's relatively close to the front. So here it's all about carry, so we need Dave to choose a club here which is potentially going to carry 127 and then not run too far past. So what club would that be?
Try a 9, Chris, I think.
9-iron. And obviously with these new irons, Dave, what have you seen that they are going a little bit further, or is it mainly launch, or what's
they go a lot higher than the Callaway's ever did.
Yeah.
So you know, a 7-iron's probably going the same height as a 9-iron was with the Callaway, which is kind of giving me more carry as well.
Yeah, so...
But I'm still getting used to the distances, because I've only had them a week.
Yeah, still getting used to the differences, but very interesting that we've gone a heavier shaft there, so nearly 20 grams heavier than what Dave was fitted for in his DCBs. But now, because the lofts are a little bit weaker, we're getting that higher launch, but we're also getting more carry and more distance as a total. So Very interesting. You'll see that in coming weeks. You'll see Dave's numbers compared to his previous irons, and then we're going to be testing them against P770s, G430s, all of the latest clubs on the market. So a little bit thin again, Dave.
A little bit thin again, Chris.
But that's carried onto the front edge and just stayed on there. It is right, well, it is very close to those
Got away with it.
wooden stakes. So got away with it, Dave.
Yep, definitely.
But that's where we're getting the forgiveness from those irons still, aren't we?
We are, yeah.
And then a good feel from those irons. Dave's enjoyed them so far. It'll be very interesting to compare them to the latest models on the market. So, not the place you want to be. Oh, it's going to be a tricky shot for Dave there to that flag. So we're going to move these now. Dave, what club are you thinking from there?
Well,
we're going to chip that one. Are you going to go?
no, I'm going to chip it.
Going to chip.
So I'm going to go with my 52 degree.
52 degrees. So Dave's not got his new wedges, although these are some relatively new wedges for you, Dave. Let's have a look. So they are the SM9 wedges. So Dave's got his new ones coming hopefully next week, but we will move these and we'll show you the shot. So a nice little delicate one here. It's just making sure we get over that fringe. An extended putting motion here from Dave. Right, left. That's a very nice chip. And Dave will give you that one for as you put those backs for the bogey. So 2 holes in, 1 over par, Dave. You would take that?
I would, because I mean I've not looked at the car, but I'm assuming that even if I ever got down to single figures, I'd still get a shot on there.
Yep, a very long par 4. That stroke index 1 actually when you play it off the yellows. Well, a 5 there for Dave. A good up and down, but it just shows you there, not the best of drive, not the best of second, not the best of third, a good 4th, and out there with a 5. So it's just making sure you've got the right clubs, you're choosing the right clubs into the fairway. Dave's avoided the trouble just about. He tried to go in that bunker.
I was going to say I tried my best.
And we move on to the 3rd hole and 4th hole, which will be on next week. We'll see you then.